Welcome. Thank you, Councilman Wilson. Probably the nastiest thing I'm going to say tonight is, and I didn't really plan on saying anything nasty, and that's to the mayor. You know, there's a lady up there that was speaking, and she went over 5 seconds, and you told her that she lulled you to sleep. You know, that's kind of rude. You tell everybody back here to be. I didn't appreciate that. And that's part of the problem I'm going to talk about tonight. You know, my name was brought up a couple times, and you know, I took some days off from the council here. I watched it. I've been on top of my game. Some of you know that. I didn't let you go. I just stayed out of the room. But I hear my name occasionally too. I mean, quite a bit actually, referencing the Weaver years or whatever. But anyway, that should tell you that I'm going to take this role right now. It's kind of selfish of me, but I got more seniority than any of you in here by decades of being at this microphone and being up there. I've been well hated several times, and I've been loved. I'm in a love mood right now. Everybody loves Max, except for the other side, the opponents. That's what I'm going to get to. Troy Liebenhagen, he left, but he's talked about nobody shaking his hands tonight. I'm talking about the dirty looks I'm getting around the community. That's where we're really at. And Bill, specifically, I want to talk to you. You said that on May 3rd you didn't vote because of the division in the community. Your head said yes, your heart said no. The division in the community and the turmoil. That turmoil is growing every day. And if you don't stop it now, whether you're for it or against it, I'm so beyond the Pharaoh to finish and pigs and the confinement and the science. I've learned a ton. And everybody's good people. Everybody's well. But here's a note that I wrote tonight. And I handed it off to somebody who will remain nameless in this room that can do something about this, that can help us. I said, blah, blah. You heard what I said. This issue's crippling our community. No winners. Lay down all our swords. We will never recover from this. No healing. If we do that now, we have maybe a few months to work through and we'll get back to where we were. Remember when March was here, the middle of March? We didn't know about this. We were all thinking about spring. Winter's going to be over with. We're moving on with our lives. And then this hit us. It has ripped the guts out of Mason City. That's what I'm telling you, because I've got seniority and I know what I'm talking about. I've been involved with every big issue in this community since the 70s. Every one of them. From Curry's, I can name them all to you. Southbridge Mall, Curry, all of them. When there was only 3 people in this room. But this issue has ripped the guts out of this community. When we're pointing the finger, talking about it, it's terrible. We got to stop it. And if you don't, Bill, if you bring it back and give it what they want, which there's good stuff there. I believe that plant will be scientific and it'll be a great plant. I just don't want to be in a community that kills 20,000 of anything. And as far as my neighbors go, it's been long standing in my community where the drug task force visits my block about every quarter. I don't want a vicious dog killing my babies or anyone else's, and I don't want a drug dealer in gunfire. That's the 2 things. I don't care who else is my neighbor. I get along with everybody. Weavers are waivers. I've taught that to my children. And those of you that know my kids know that they're great kids, they're friendly kids. How could that happen with Mr. Weaver? And good kids. I'm telling you this, stop it for the sake of this community, Bill. The turmoil and division is here and it's going to stay. And if it passes, it'll take decades to recover. I won't see it, you won't see it, nobody in this room will see it. Austin P9 up there, they have fought for decades up there, and there's 85-year-old men that do not talk to each other. They were Cub Scouts together. We have to just simply stop it. It started out wrong. That's what happened. It was wrong. It was brought up wrong. It didn't include the community, something that large. That's the problem. We should learn from that. Chad Schreck had the final word, the head of the EDC who's responsible for bringing us here. He said in the Globe Gazette the very next day, Chad, you want to stand up? Seriously, stand up. No, people should know who you are. Seriously, Chad Schreck, give him a round of applause. He's working for you. Chad Schreck said this. Well, I guess we need to go back and look at who we are, what we want to be, what we want to bring here. I guess we should have that discussion. Is that what you said, Chad, basically?
Yes.
Is it?
Chad, you don't need to answer.
You don't need to answer, Chad. That's part of the problem, too. But anyway, Chad, you know what you said, and I'm buying into that. Stop this process. We're embarrassed of ourselves. By the way, Dr. Racinos did not say that racism was alive and well here. I asked him. He said he's never experienced racism at all in this community. Now, we need to do something, that's what we gotta do, is circle the wagons around each other, both sides, and heal this community before it's too late, Eric. Okay? I need your help, Bill. Thank you.